Today is one of my favorite videos ever because we are doing another collection review from Flower Nose, and this time we are going to be reviewing the products that I picked up from the Midsummer Fairytales collection. I was so excited when they dropped this collection, and you guys know I had to pick up some items and try them out and test them out and let you guys know what I liked, what I didn't like, what I'd recommend, and just all of my thoughts on these products. So first things first, I want to start off by saying that a lot of the times I get so sucked in to Flower Nose from the packaging and the freebies and just like the products and everything, but I have to say that this time, this collection, they did such an amazing job. They literally almost got me to drop $800 to get the entire set collection, all based on the little box, the like jewelry box cabinet case thing that it comes in. You guys, I have never wanted something so bad, and I was contemplating for days on really truly dropping $800 plus on getting that set. I convinced myself, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. It's a lot of money, I know it is, but I'm gonna do it. And then the day came to purchase and I just couldn't do it, you guys. I was like, I can't do that. I mean, financially I can do that, but I didn't want to, but I wanted to so bad. So just know that it was this close for me to drop a bag on getting the entire makeup collection just so I could get the cute little pink dresser set. It was so adorable. It is to date probably the single most beautiful thing Flower Nose has ever designed, and I wanted it so bad. And I am so envious of all the lucky girls that and boys that get PR from Flower Nose. I purchase absolutely everything by myself with my own money. Everything is 100% honest reviews because you guys, I spend my money on it, and not to knock them at all, because if Flower Nose was like, hey, would you like us to send you some PR? I would probably die. I would pass out and die because that's how much I love their company and their products, and they're chef's kiss. They are amazing. They're beautiful. I have already talked way too long about this, but I did have to give that little caveat intro just to let you guys know how insane they got me, to the point of almost spending, it would have been closer to like $900 after tax and everything. If you guys would like to purchase anything from Flower Nose, I do have a referral link below and a code that you can use to get a discount off of your order. If you purchase, I do earn a small commission, which I really greatly appreciate. So if there is anything in this video that you are interested in purchasing, I would really appreciate if you use my referral link. First up, I have the blush from this collection. They had a few colors to choose from. I decided to go with the brightest, most intense one they had. That's kind of been my MO for the last few collections because I have a lot of their really soft, light, you know, barely there kind of colors. Now I really want the bright, intense ones because not only do I want it just because I want them, but also because I want to see, are they going to be more suitable for deeper skin tones? Because one problem with Flower Nose is that they don't have the largest range of depth as far as their products go, and I wanted to go for this one, which is called Dreaming Butterfly. And you guys, this is by far, I think, the brightest and most intense blush they have come out with to date. This is such a pretty color. It really reminds me of like that Dior blush that's very trendy at the moment, that super hot pink kind of color. This one is really intense, you guys, so let's hop into the application. You can see my first opinion thoughts on these. And the blushes retail for $26 a piece, so they're a little bit more up there, but I'd say it's pretty comparable for a pretty high-end brand. To compare, this one is called Little Cranberry. Now, at the time, this was like the brightest, most intense one that I had seen from Flower Nose, but I actually think the new one here actually is a little bit brighter. It's also just a little bit more of a cool tone purpley kind of pink, whereas this one goes just a little bit more towards like red tone pink in comparison to this color. I'll also throw in some quick swatches of the two colors side by side so you can see a little bit better what I'm talking about. And of course, I did get the little blush brush for a freebie item. I love getting these. They are so soft. I am going to be using that today, and we are going to apply this to my cheeks and see what it looks like. I think you can see how bright this, oh my gosh, this is the brightest blush they have come out with to date. So I'm gonna kind of try to even this out a little bit because I think I underestimated that a little bit. Oh yeah, I really kind of overdid it, didn't I? But I don't mind that because I love that you can see it on my skin. And I have very fair skin, and some of the blushes they've come out with in the past have always been like really soft, muted, like barely there, whisper of a color type of blush. I am here for them getting a little bit more bold in their color choices, and I think that this would definitely be a really nice blush color for deeper skin tones as well, medium to tan skin. I think that you can actually wear this blush and it'll show up on your skin as well. So that is an A+ for me. Moving on to the next product, we have the highlighter. This is a liquid highlighter in the color Moonlight Swing, and they had 4 different highlighters, I believe. They had 2 that were like a regular kind of highlighter formula, and then they had 2 that were a duochrome formula. I decided to just go for the regular one, so this is the one that I decided to pick up, and let's get into the application. Now, I believe that in the Flower Nose collection released in China, they also did the same collection, but some of the colors and products are a little bit different. So I think that in this packaging, they actually did concealers in Asia, but in the global launch, they did highlighters. I kind of went for a safe option for this one, but I think that this is going to be a really pretty color. It's like a soft pinky champagne kind of color, which for me, I think just suits my skin the best. So maybe you can see that a little bit better there. So I am going to just kind of blend this out onto my finger, and I'm just going to kind of tap it onto the high points of my cheek. Now this one, I will say, I feel like it doesn't really have much base color to it, but it's kind of more just like that shimmer and shine kind of finish, which I think is super pretty. I do really like these kind of like glowy kind of highlighters, so I am definitely going to love this formula because this is kind of what I go for in my everyday makeup anyway, and it kind of reminds me a lot of the product I'm using right now. So this one is a really pretty color. If you like that really shine and shimmer kind of look, this is a good highlighter for that. Like I said, it doesn't have much base color to it, so you're really kind of just getting the shine and shimmer. Moving on to the next product, we have the eyebrow palette. They had 3 different color shades of this one. I ended up going with number 2 Cold Brew Tawny, and in here you get 3 different eyebrow powders, and you also get a mini angled brush with a spoolie on the end. So let's get into the application for this one. I typically don't use powder in my brows. I like to go for either like a pomade or like just a regular pencils. All right, so here is a better look at the 3 colors. So there is like a light color, a medium color, and a dark color. I am going to start with the medium color and see what that gets me. Now, I will have to say, when I was swatching these, I wasn't too impressed with the swatches. They did seem to be a little bit more of like a harder pressed shadow kind of formula, so the swatches actually didn't show up too good in my opinion. But with a brow powder, I kind of expect it to be a little bit more hard because you don't want this just like going all over the place. So I'm just going to take that middle color and kind of fill in my brows a bit. Okay, I'm definitely liking this a little bit more now that I'm actually using it rather than when I was just kind of swatching it. I wasn't too sure about it, but I do like that they include the lighter and the darker colors too, so you can kind of deepen up the end of your brow if you want to kind of make that a little bit more noticeable. And then if you want to kind of go a little bit softer in the front, you kind of have the option to kind of mix the colors and use them as you see fit. Overall, I do think it works out pretty good for the brows. Even though this isn't my typical method of doing my brows, I do think it gives a really nice look if you're into the more softer kind of feathery look. But in the end, as far as like, would I buy this product again? Probably not. And had I not been trying to reach like the item count for the freebies, I probably would not have gotten this otherwise. It's not a bad product, it's just not really an exciting product. Next up, we have the eyeshadow palette. They had several ones to choose from, but this one absolutely took my breath away when I saw the color story of it. This one is called Fairy Melody, and this one is a gorgeous green, gold, and peach eyeshadow palette. So I will show you guys how I got this look today with this palette. Once again, they did have different colors that they released in Asia and what they released globally. There were a few crossovers that did have the same colors, but there were certain palettes that they had just in Asia and just in the global release, and I don't know, I'm a little conflicted about that because I kind of wish they were the same. I don't think they've done anything quite like this, so when I saw that this was one of the palettes, I was like, please let this be a global one, please let this be a global one, and this was absolutely the one I had to choose. Alright, so I'm going to start off by applying some eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to start off with this medium matte green color here. I don't know if Flower Nose has done like a green toned palette before, like not to this extent of a green, I don't think so. So I was really excited to see them bring out a really kind of different color palette. They've done some where they had like little green shades in them, but this one I would definitely call like a green palette, not just a palette with a green in it. All right, now to deepen it up just a little bit, we're going to take that darkest matte green color here, and I'm going to focus this mainly just like kind of on the outer portion of my crease, and we're just going to use that to deepen up the look. All right, and then switching to a smaller pencil brush, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that darkest matte green, and I'm gonna run that on the lower lash line, and we're gonna keep this towards the outer half. All right, and now for the really fun part, we are going to take this gold color in the middle. This one is a little bit more of like a sheerer base and then a lot of sparkle, kind of like a topper style shadow. For me, with having hooded eyes, the best way to make those types of shadows work best for me is to take something like a sticky primer, and I just like to take a little bit of that onto my fingers, and I just press that right where I'm going to be applying that shadow. All right, and I'm just going to apply that with a big shader brush, and I am just going to pack that right where I put that primer. To sometimes use my finger to apply it, it just really presses the shadow into the lid, and I feel like it gives me a much more intense foiled look, so I like to do that as well. And then with the brush, we'll take a little bit and put it on the lower lash line. All right, and that is how the eyeshadow turned out. I'm really loving this look. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my eyes and come back with you guys with the last product. All right, so I have finished off the eyes, and I have to say, I just really like this color combination. I know, like, for some people, like, green and golds are high school colors, and they're like, I don't know about that, but there's just something about it that, at least on my green eyes, I actually really love green eyeshadow, so I'm actually really digging this eyeshadow look, so I'm pretty happy with the eyeshadow palette. But now we're gonna move on to the lip products. So I do have one of the lip glosses, and this one is in the color Freesia. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of a lip liner first. All right, and now we're gonna apply the color. This one is a little bit more of like a kind of a pinky mauve kind of color, I would say. It smells very similar to one of the past lip glosses. I can't quite tell if it smells just like the Mermaid lip gloss or the Violet Rococo lip gloss. Seems very similar. Very comfortable on the lips. I am a big fan of Flower Nose lip glosses. They are so nice. Now this one, I will have to look at the ingredients to see if it's the same as any of their previous formulas. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Moonlight Mermaid collection lip glosses. I think I have like 3 or 4 of those. I really love them. This is a very similar kind of texture to it, but it almost feels a little bit more on like lip oil / lip gloss, kind of like hybrid. This is, I would not say sticky at all. It does have that slip to it though, kind of like a lip oil, but it's got a lot of color to it. Like, this is a perfect everyday kind of color for me. I am so glad I picked this one because this is something I would wear every day without even thinking about it. Kind of like a fruity scent, not quite as strong as the Moonlight Mermaid kind of green apple scent, but it does kind of seem like it's in that same family if it's not the same. Love the applicator too. Very, very nice. This is very comfortable. I do have to say though, I would not want to wear this like if I'm drinking on anything or eating anything. It definitely does kind of have that really slip slidey feel, but I'm really digging this lip gloss formula. I'm really glad I picked this one up. Some of the freebie items that I got. So of course I did get the sticker set for the Midsummer Fairytales. I kind of collect these stickers now and I almost don't want to use them just because they're so cute. So I do kind of collect these. It's got little fairies, little butterflies, little roses. It's just very precious. Next up, I did get the little hair barrette. Once again, I do kind of collect these, and this one is just a really gorgeous baby pink butterfly clip. It's even got like a little gem in it. So sweet, so pretty. I also got some of the little powder puffs. I was using one today, so it is a 2-pack, but they do send these out with a lot of orders, so I have quite a few of these now, but I actually really like these, so I'm always happy to get more of them. And then the last item I got was the little hairbrush. They brought back another hairbrush. The first one that they did, I have it sitting right over here. I just can't get to it at the moment, but it is the Swan Ballet one, and I loved that one so much. It came out, I think, last September, and I love that brush. That is like my filming hairbrush. I always have it sitting right over here, so right before I'm filming, if I need to like kind of like touch up my hair and stuff, I always have that one right there. So I actually do use that one, and now I've got the Midsummer Fairytale ones. This one is just so pretty. Ugh. Every time they come out with something, I'm just like, how can they possibly top it? And then they top it every single time. So my mind's always blown at just the beautiful creativeness that is Flower Nose. So I was really happy to get that. And I did have a little bit of a mix-up, I guess. I don't know if I was just a little bit too in the moment whenever I was actually shopping and purchasing all these things, because most of the time if you buy like a certain amount of items, you get like a freebie, and then the more items you get, the more freebies you get. So usually the mirrors are part of like that whole like freebie tier system. I usually always get the mirrors for free because I buy so many items, but when I opened my box this time, I was like, I didn't get a mirror. So I actually went back and looked at my receipt, and it didn't have a mirror anywhere on there. So I guess they didn't do the mirror, or maybe I didn't get enough items. I don't think that would be the case because I always get like the max amount because I want to get all the freebies. So either they didn't do the mirror this time or something got messed up. I don't know. But when I realized that, I was kind of sad because I was like, oh no, I don't have the mirror, which I also collect. But I had so many points saved up, I was able to redeem for a free mirror. So I did order that today. It will get here in, you know, 2 or 3 weeks, unfortunately. So it will probably be a little bit until I get that mirror, but I do have it coming. And one other little flub that was not my fault on this part, and I don't know if this was an accident or not, but whenever I got my package, it came in one of the gift box, which was part of the freebie tier system, but they gave me the box from the Little Angels collection, which I already have. And they were supposed to send me the Midsummer Fairytales box, and I collect the boxes as well. So now I have 2 of the Little Angel boxes, and I was kind of sad. I was like, maybe I'll email customer service and see if that was like an accident. I mean, I can't imagine they ran out of the boxes because like they just launched the collection and I bought on launch day. So I don't know if that was an accident. So I did contact customer service. I'm gonna see if they're able to kind of fix that. If not, I'll just go buy one. It's $10 for the gift box itself, but once again, that is kind of one of the freebie things that I was supposed to get, and they sent me the wrong thing, unfortunately. So hopefully they will get that sorted out for me. I also forgot to mention, yes, I did get the perfumes as well. However, they do have to ship separately, and I have not received those yet. So as soon as those come in, I will be doing another video dedicated completely to the perfumes to let you know what I think about them, what I recommend them, the scent notes, and everything. So don't worry, those are coming as well. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.